Morning, bud. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Forest Nation Challenge Series, Season 2. Oh, you two look so good together. If you haven't noticed, we now have a truck that we bought at the end of the last episode. So that means we can get way more logs loaded at once. But in order to get so many logs loaded, we need to unload the container because the Z-Tor can't lift that high. So I need to detach the trailer and then lower the container to the ground. Just like so. And I will leave it like that since I do want to figure out how much can we earn from a single load now. The Scania can rest because I'm pretty sure it will take a few minutes to load it up. Oh, I almost forgot to feed you breakfast, bud. There we go. I do also need to check up on the sawmill before I forget. It does still have enough wood, so I don't need to worry about it today. But it also doesn't have much to sell. Oh, I forgot. I needed the old Z-Tor last time with the winch, so I better take it back to the yard where I will need it today. The winch, not the tractor. And there's also a log. No, actually, there are two there, so I'll take them up as well. The 7745 has gotten a tad bit obsolete since we switched out the case for the Proxima. Yeah, I kind of forgot how much the old Z-Tor struggles going up here. Luckily, the Scania has way more power, so it really shouldn't struggle at all going up here. The side quest now done, we can focus on the main mission of today, getting the Scania fully loaded. Okay, I've done this stupid mistake twice now. I really need to be more careful going over this bridge. Before I go mental with the chainsaw, let me just see how big is this plot and how far does it stretch. Basically all the way to the lake on the north and east and also west, or if I go across the water, I'm out of it. It looks big on the map, but it actually isn't. So we really need to start looking into buying one of the bigger plots. Ideally one that is on a more of a flat spot. I don't think I have any more pine trees in the vicinity, so I'll take a quick look around, and if nothing else, we will fill it with spruce. Yep, those aren't ours anymore. I hope there are some on the top of the hill. Actually, I kind of hope there aren't any, since the access to there isn't the easiest with the Z-Tor. It's pretty empty up here, so that's a relief. There's a couple of pine trees here, but how am I going to get them down? We're basically on the top of the hill. Well, it will have to be a YOLO type of an approach, so we better get on with it. I chopped down 4, but I am positive that I should only winch 2 at a time. Okay, all of my brilliant decisions have led me to this moment. So, should I do it with my eyes closed or opened? Let's go with opened. Maybe it won't be that bad. Famous last words. One thing's for sure, I'm glad I am not doing this in real life. Nice and steady and the brakes don't do anything. Oh, that wasn't that bad actually. And we're on the road. Just like that. That's 2, and I'm pretty sure those won't fill the truck, so let's go back for more. Coming in hot! Oh god, that wasn't a good idea. I rolled, and now I'm back on the wheels. Phew, that could have gone a lot worse. Let's do it a tad bit slower this time, shall we? This time it isn't going as easy as last. I think we got stuck on a tree. Yep, I was right. There we go, much better. And we're off again. And now we have 4. And I think I'll chop them up and load them. Otherwise it will get a bit crowded and we don't want that. I did some testing off camera, and 7-meter logs fit perfectly on the container and also on the trailer. So that is the length that we are going for. What? Why is it raining again? Can I record an episode without rain falling? Please, just one. Oh, what? Am I seeing this correctly? A tornado warning in January? What? I mean, sure game, do what you please. Especially in the mountains, eh? Well, got them chopped up. Now let's find out how much will they fill the container. That just happened. Another thing I need to watch out for. Okay, actually, it filled it up way more than I thought. I'd say 2/3 full, or maybe a tad bit less. But all in all, we need more logs. There we have 5 more ready to get loaded, but they are a tad bit smaller than the first batch, so I do hope they will fill up the container. That is the container loaded, or at least as loaded as I can get it with the Z-Tor, and we have a few logs left for the trailer. But before I can lift the container and connect the trailer, I do need to push the logs all the way forward, otherwise they will hit the trailer in the turns, and that won't look pretty, especially if I'm not paying attention. That should do it. And now I can lift the container and attach the trailer, so that I will load it correctly, or at least I hope I will. Now that's a sight if you ask me. Like, how much pressure is on those cylinders right now? Like, it must be a lot. Like, there's what, almost 20 tons of logs on that container? Yeah. That's the container on the Scania. I just need to load the trailer before it gets too dark. If I only chopped down 2 more trees, I could have filled the trailer. But it's already 7:30 and I'm running out of daylight. So yeah. Also, looks like there's nothing in the used sales, so we aren't buying anything today. But we are selling a whole bunch of logs. I just need to find out to whom are we selling them. The sawmill, the paper factory is the best today at whopping $1,004, so it looks like we are finding out how well the Scania does on the hills. So far, it's surprisingly stable considering the amount of weight we have all the way on the top. I must say that it has the best transmission in the entire game. Like, you really need to nail the shifting, and I just love it. You really need to pay attention, otherwise you can mess the gears up real quickly. I just realized we have a tiny problem. We're too tall for the sell point. So we can't just drive through, and that means we will need to back up at some point. Which is wonderful. A tight space with that trailer. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. Well, I got it in, so let's see how much are we getting. All in all, 36.8 grand. AKA, half of the truck and the container has just been paid off. And that was mostly spruce logs. Imagine a full load of just pine. It would most likely be double. But we kind of don't have many pine trees left, so that's a bummer. And now for the backing up part.
Several days later.
A bit of back and forth later, we managed to squeeze out of the factory. So we can now head home. Well, that's unsurprising. I messed up the gears, so we stalled a bit, but it got up the hill without a problem. Although it is unloaded, so who knows how it would go when it is fully loaded. Well, we did find out our new bottleneck today. It took us the whole day to load one load, so we need to speed up either the loading part or the chopping down and chopping up part. Which one will it be? I'm not yet sure. Either way, we will need more money to solve the problem. But that is a problem for future Farmers Chaos, because the present one has ran out of time. So the Scania can stay here, but Bud does need dinner for tonight, and I need to say goodbye. So, thanks for watching, I'm Farmers Chaos, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.